Hey everybody. So session 4 of TED AI today. Very interesting stuff. The title of this session was Art and Storytelling, obviously using AI, right? Picture of the Golden Gate up there. So the first guy is a guy who has invented an AI movie making software. It's called Runway. And he describes it as tools for human storytelling. And he urges all of us to check it out. He's basically saying AI is a new kind of camera, and the world is the palette, whatever you can imagine. So it can be text or image to movie. So this is very cool stuff. Next up, we had one of the top people in Hollywood for film distribution who was talking about AI and film distribution. So he was showing how Hollywood uses all of these statistics that AI analyzes for how movies are doing. And one of the most interesting things he showed is on a given weekend, what movie is the top movie in different parts of the country, and they're usually different. They're usually not the same. And that was very interesting and surprising. So when a blockbuster comes out, it doesn't mean it's the #1 movie all over the United States. Next is a guy who has built a complete simulated world. It's called SIM, S-I-M, Francisco. And he showed how it has fully autonomous agents that live a whole life in this simulated San Francisco. And the invention is something that they call Gaia. And what Gaia is he is growing an AGI within a simulation. So that was very surprising. I'd never heard that before. Next, another guy talking about, it was a woman who's an artist, and she got one of the spots from Boston Dynamics, and she uses it as her apprentice, helping her with her artwork, and that was very, very cool. I will do later videos on this stuff that'll give all the information. This is just a summary. Next up is a guy who was talking about LLMs and how they work, and he said, contrary to what other people say, LLMs were hallucinate by design. In fact, it's built into the way LLMs are supposed to work. And why is that? Well, because people hallucinate. Dreaming was the thing he mentioned specifically, but more than that, we daydream, right? That's a hallucination. So AI actually very closely mimics the human brain and the way it functions in that respect. It's not at AGI level. Finally, very cool, this Grammy Award-winning record producer was showing how the software he uses to produce records will transform someone's voice into the voice of a huge famous singer. And it's so close, you either cannot tell the difference or you can barely tell the difference. So that was mind-blowing. Obviously, record companies won't be doing that without the artist's permission. And other people could do it with this software the guy was using, I suppose. But celebrities are obviously looking out for that kind of stuff, and they have legal teams to take care of people who do stuff like that. So a word to the wise. Anyway, that was the 4th session, so let me now do a very quick wrap up of the overarching themes from all 4 sessions. A very long day of AI, straight from 9 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. with only very short breaks. So the big themes. AGI is much closer than people think. 2 to 5 years to the first AGI. One of the most surprising things I heard today was a guy who's working on AGI, a CTO at a company, say, by the way, once the first AGI is created, that AGI can create its next iteration itself that's more powerful. That blew my mind. So AGI is a big theme. It's coming. Nothing can stop it. So that was number 1. Number 2, the big companies and the startups now appear to be paying more attention to possible regulation of AI and at least voluntary guardrails around AI to keep it from being used for bad things. But that doesn't mean the bad actors won't use AI for bad things. And there's a certain bad actor who invaded a certain other country last year, and that bad actor may not have the same sensibility about how AI is used that Western countries and companies have. So just a thought on my part. Big themes. AI can do a tremendous amount of good in the world. Tremendous amount of good. And that's very, very important to keep that in mind, that it's plus and minus, right? Lots of good, potential, possible bad that can be headed off or can be mitigated with the right policies. And I've talked many times on my videos about UBI, but obviously jobs will be lost, new jobs will be created, but even the jobs that are not lost, you will have to use AI at work. They all talked about that, supporting what I've been harping on lately. Click the link below, get your free resource, learn all you can about AI because you will be using it at work very shortly. So those are the big themes. I'll break a lot of this down in way more detail. Stay tuned for that. See you next time. Take care. Bye.